Value capture, I think, is a huge underappreciated opportunity in the United States to improve our infrastructure. We've got a lot of infrastructure. It's been operated in a certain way for decades. The owners are used to those forms of operation. But that, in some cases, is wasteful. One example is wastewater treatment plants that have open settling tanks for solid waste. That produces methane, that is a greenhouse gas that goes into the atmosphere. The technology exists, is proven to capture that methane in a digester, use the methane to create electricity, and that, of course, reduces the demand on the grid. You can use the electricity to make the plant itself operate. In the case of Ithaca, a value capture deal, the city wastewater treatment plant is selling power onto the grid, so the city actually makes money. There's huge opportunities for this type of thing. Landfills produce a lot of greenhouse gas when the material in the landfill degrades, and you can capture that. The nice thing about a value capture arrangement like that is that the lowering of the bill, or the savings, the value you create with the electricity, can be borrowed against to install the technology. So there's no cost to the owner of the infrastructure, if the deal is properly structured, to installing the technology. So it's a win-win on all sides. Chicken farms produce waste, cattle and so forth. There's a whole set of opportunities, particularly in the infrastructure world, for these arrangements. And of course, the value capture deals could be wrapped together. So you could have a bunch of small towns and villages cooperating on methane capture arrangements, so that it's not just one town bidding out the contract individually, but maybe 10, 20, 30 together, and then it attracts large international bidders who can do this at scale at very low cost. There's other ways to do value capture. US DOT talks about capturing increased real estate values or land values because of the installation of the infrastructure, and borrowing against that to install the infrastructure. But I think the notion of value capture and thinking broadly about that and facilitating that through public sector education, policy arrangements that support that, could be a great way to address the challenges that the United States faces with infrastructure delivery in the 21st century, which are quite different than we faced in the 19th or the 20th centuries.